EKO Extra, your gateway to insightful conversations on healthcare, on wellness, and of course, how to access all this at very, very minimal cost. Today, we are going to be bringing you another very vital aspect of this entire conversation. Yeah, talking about your well-being, accessible healthcare for all. You will agree with me that in Lagos, quality healthcare can be a bit of a challenge. That's why the Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA, introduced ILERA EKO, which of course is a revolutionary health insurance scheme. And joining me on the show today is a guest who, of course, will be talking about a very, very salient aspect of this. And we'll be delving into, some parts of this particular scheme and how you can explore the benefits, what the eligibility is, registration, and every other thing around it. So get ready to learn how ILERA EKO is bridging the healthcare gap in Lagos. Of course, my name is Akan, Usen, saying welcome to an amazing time on radio. Of course, we value your feedback, we value your questions, we value your communication. So we definitely would love to hear from you. 091 538 77127. That's the number you can call. And yes, definitely, we'll take your calls live on air. And I'm sure my guest, who, of course, I will be introducing shortly, he definitely would want to, be ready to answer any and every of your questions, at least within his his power, because I know we have a few interesting questions too. But definitely trust that he definitely would do to the best of his ability. Yes, so today do know that we want you to call in on the show and ask your questions about what we're going to be talking about. And also, if calling is not your medium of choice, you could also do a WhatsApp message. Yes, 080-991-20777. And definitely would love to hear from you. We have with us in the studio Mr. Kehinde Bankole. He is Enrollment Officer with LASHMA, Ikeja division of LASHMA. Mr. Bankole, you are welcome on the show.
Thank you very much.
It's good. It's so great to have you. I think we've had you on one or two editions. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So how was it coming down? Our traffic wasn't much of a bother.
No, not really. The traffic was okay.
Was okay. Okay. So I'd like for you to do us a little favor. Come closer to your microphone. I'm sure the Gaussians want to hear you clearer. Yes. So let's start with the very basics. Today we're talking about, it's all about the ILERA EKO payment process. But we can't talk about a payment process when we don't know what ILERA EKO is all about. And from statistics, however shocking that might be, we know there are people in Lagos State who still do not have a very clear idea of what we're talking about. What is ILERA EKO? So let's start with the very, very basics. What is ILERA EKO?
Thank you very much. Good morning, our listeners. Good morning, Lagosians. I'm very happy to be here this very morning. When we're talking of ILERA EKO, we know that health is very key in our daily life activities.
True.
There's no way at the time we will need medical services, but majority we don't always want to go to the hospital because of the high costs, paying bills. So that is why Lagos State government now introduced this very scheme called Lagos State Scheme or ILERA EKO for the benefit of the residents who reside in Lagos State. Whosoever you are, either you are Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, even if you're a foreigner, once you reside in Lagos State, you are qualified to come on board and start enjoying this scheme. And how does it work? Lagos State established this scheme through our agency, Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA, whereby as an enrollee, you will register with us, we generate what we call policy number, make a token, and you start enjoying the scheme for the next 12 months. And there's a lot, this very ILERA EKO addresses primary health care. And when I say primary health care, that is malaria, typhoid, eye care, dental care. All these you will enjoy under this very scheme. And apart from this, what I've mentioned here now, there are a lot of tests too that you can also benefit under this very scheme, like MP tests, H. pylori test.
So, sorry, when you say MP, is that
That's malaria parasite.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Because of my people, so they will understand.
Okay, thank you. So a lot of tests, full blood count, you will enjoy under this scheme. And our agency has already partnered with a lot of good hospitals in Lagos State. Private hospitals, government hospitals. All what you need to do is just choose any hospital that is very much closer to your house, where you reside. And apart from all this, the tests and the primary health care that you can enjoy, there is some minor surgery too that you can enjoy under this very scheme.
Right.
Like when it comes to enorrhaphy, appendectomy, you will enjoy under this scheme. And for under the gynecology, there is the major surgery that covers under our ILERA EKO is CS. Cover right from the antenatal, delivery, postnatal, you are covered. Even the unborn child too is fully covered. And a lot are embedded in our this benefit under ILERA EKO that once you come on board, you start to enjoy them.
Once you come on board.
Yes.
Okay, so once you come on board, does that mean how does that work? Once you come on board, so immediately I pay, I can start enjoying. Does that mean immediately I pay, I get registered and I pay the premium, I can just start going to the hospital immediately, or how does that work?
In Lashman, we activate once in a month.
Once in a month, okay.
So once you do your registration and you make your payment, because we activate, both registration and payment must be done on or before 25th of every month.
Okay.
Now we are in the month of May now.
Yes.
That means your registration and payment must be done latest 25th.
Okay.
And once you have done that, I assure you, first week in the month of June, you start enjoying the scheme. You start accessing the care.
Okay.
But at times, due to our experience, some people want to say, I will pay at the end of the month. So I always try to, as
because of salary earners and all that. Yes.
So I always try as much as possible to let them know that once your payment comes in around 26, 27, your plan will not be activated in the next month. You have to wait till July before it is activated. So I always ask them, when do you want to access the care? So if you want to access the care the following month, please ensure you make the payment latest 25th of the month.
Okay, so now talking about accessing care and all that, what plans are available at this time?
Okay. The plan that is available is what we call standard JARA.
Standard JARA plan. Okay.
Yes. So, and this very standard JARA plan, under it we have, as an individual, you can come on board, and as a family too, you can also come on board.
Okay.
When let's say family, that one now subdivided into two. We have a family of 4, that is family of 2, 3, or 4.
Okay.
And family of 6. And the reason why it's being divided into 2 is because their premium are not the same. So, I don't know, should I go to the premium?
Please,
okay, thank you very much. For an individual, understand that JARA plan is 15,000 naira for 12 months.
Yeah.
When I say 12 months, because some people always thought that maybe from January to December. So that means once it's activated, it will start counting from that the current month to the next 12 months, which is that one is 15,000. Therefore, the family of 2, 3, or 4, that one is 55,000 naira. The same 12 months.
Okay.
And for family of 5, that's a family of 6. When I say family of 5 and family of 6, that is father, mother, and 4 children,
okay,
who are below the age of 23 years.
Right.
Once you register, their premium is 80,000 naira.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So their premium is 80,000 and they're covered for the entire year.
The entire year.
Okay. That's understandable. And you told us a bit about what they get to enjoy. Yes. So are you saying Standard JARA is the only plan at this time available to that we all should come aboard with?
Yes.
Okay. So what are the steps required to register, and how do we get to register?
Okay, thank you very much. I think the very first step is for you to have interest.
Interest, okay.
Yes. So once you create interest, then the next thing is to now avail us your necessary information.
Okay.
And that means, and we don't really need much. Your first name, surname, other name, date of birth, phone number, and your choice of the hospital.
Okay.
And then we can get you registered. Now, where to register?
Okay.
The very first place is our head office, which is at Good Shepherd House, opposite Alausa Secretariat.
Right.
Once you walk in, let them know you want to get registered for ILERA EKO. Our staff are there to attend to you. And apart from our head office, our agency has already established 5 divisional offices in all our 5 villages.
Okay.
In Ikorodu, Ikeja, Badagry, Ekpe, Lagos Island. Once you enter into all our these divisional offices, you can make yourself available and get registered. And apart from these 5 divisional offices, our kiosks too are all over the Lagos state.
Okay.
Please don't let us forget that this ILERA EKO, government has made it mandatory for every resident in Lagos state that we must come on board.
Okay.
So we have to make ourselves available for the scheme. Go to any of our nearest offices, either our divisional offices, our kiosk, or maybe if you can get a number through our enrollment officers, call them and let them know you want to register for ILERA EKO, and they know how to go about it. They will attend to you and get you registered and get you on board.
Okay, a great one. And yes, any time frame for the payment? You already said 25th. Yes, and of course they'll begin to access care by the 1st. But anything beyond the 25th, you have to wait for the next month, the new month.
Yes, the subsequent.
So there'll be a gap of a month.
Yes.
Okay, and we've talked about the premium payment to join ILERA EKO. And how do we make payments?
Okay. Yes, for the payments, our agency also has made it so easy for every of our enrollees to make payment without even, undergo any stress. Even right inside your bedroom, you can make your payment. But we have our outlined payment channels that we can make payments through ILERA EKO. The very first one is head office. Once you are living around Ikeja area as this, you can just walk into our offices and then let them you want to make payment. Our staff will be there, through our customers' POS, and you can make your payment. Then again, through our divisional offices, walking to any of our division offices in all these 5 villages, our POS, when I say POS, customized POS, is that there you can also make payment. And apart from all these, there's also a USSD code that you can also make payments through.
Can we have those codes?
Okay, the code is *6700 *006 #.
Could you take that again?
*6700
*6700
*006
*006 #.
Yes.
Okay,
so
when you type this code, you
just dial it, then just follow the steps.
Okay.
Right, it will ask you to put in your policy number. Just follow the steps, and then you'll be able to make your payment. And apart from this very one, we have our other payments channels through e-bills.
Okay.
That is through NIBSS platform in our commercial banks.
Okay.
Just walk into any of our commercial bank, tell them you want to make payment for Lagos State scheme, and you'll be able to make your payment through our commercial bank. And apart from that, we also have links, our payment channel link that you can also make payment, which is a quick teller. So once you click on this link, just follow the steps, then you see how to, the steps to make your payment will be shown to you, and you can also make your payment via that link too.
Okay. So when we're talking about places we can go to get registered, apart from the kiosks, which you said are all around the Lagos metropolis, and you also talked about the head office. So someone wants to know what the address of the head office is, the exact...
Okay. As I've said earlier, it's at Good Shepherd House.
Good Shepherd House, okay.
Opposite Alausa Secretariat.
Okay. Is it possible to have the addresses of the divisional the offices? Yes, so that just for ease and accessibility for those who perhaps might wish to go there.
Okay. For Ikeja division, it's located at Ikotun Igondo LCDA.
Okay.
That's for Ikeja division. Then the next one is for Badagry division, is located at Ojo Local Government Secretariat.
Okay.
Ojo Local Government Secretariat. Then for Ikorodu division, the division office is located at Ikorodu West LCDA.
Okay.
Ikorodu. Then for our Lagos Island division is at BRT bus stop, no, BRT bus terminal, Aja. That's for the Lagos Island division. Then the last one is Ekpe division. And that one is located at opposite Legally Ayoni, the magistrate court.
Okay.
Okay, Oyinbo.
Okay.
Ekpe.
Okay. Okay, this one just came in. Please ask the ILERA EKO man. Okay, please ask the ILERA EKO man if they cover teeth treatment.
Yes. You know, when I was talking initially at my speech, I said dental care.
Okay.
So on ILERA
That's
EKO,
dental care.
Yes.
So if you're listening, it's dental care. So teeth treatment is dental care. Yes, it's covered. Okay.
So it's fully covered. Polishing and scaling.
Yes.
Is fully covered under ILERA EKO.
Okay.
Yes.
Polishing and scaling, so they can make their teeth whiter. But how about those that need maybe filling and any of those other things?
Yes. It's also covered under ILERA EKO too.
Okay.
So once it is for this under the dental care,
yes.
as I've said, filling, polishing and scaling, and then once there you can also remove your teeth too.
Yes.
Under this scheme. So all these are embedded under the ILERA EKO scheme for you to enjoy, for our enrollees to enjoy.
So all the while we were talking about registration and payment, I didn't hear you mentioning cash. What's that all about? Is it that we cannot pay cash, or how does that work?
Okay. Yes, cash is not allowed under the EKO.
So how do we now do that?
Yes, that is why, maybe for the benefit of our mamas and that they don't really know how to make use of their Android phone. As I've said, let them go walk into the bank, through one of our commercial banks, let them go and make their payment.
Okay.
Or maybe walk into our customer divisional offices or head office with their ATM. So once they use their ATM for payment, but giving out cash to any ILERA EKO staff or officers is not allowed. So cash is not allowed for as means of payment channel. Under ILERA EKO.
All right, so that's noted. So so if, for example, if someone comes and poses as an ILERA EKO sales agent and wants to collect cash, you know that person is a fraud.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, great. And yes, but how do we, if someone comes and says he or she is a sales agent, how do we identify such a person? Are there ID cards or ways to identify them?
Yes, we have ID cards. Every staff of Lagos State under Lashma,
yes,
we have ID cards. So once you present your ID card, yes, show that you're a bona fide staff of Lashma. And apart from the ID card, we have our name tag too.
Okay.
Right? Where your name will be written. So I believe all this one cannot be accessed by outsiders. So for as a means of identification, you need to present your ID card or your name tag.
Okay. All right. A quick detour. Let's talk a bit about traffic. Just before we came on the show, about 30 minutes ago, a little over 30 minutes ago, there was a report of a broken down mini truck having mechanical fault at Penafort, that Officers Village in Yanoba, that's along the Lasso Sherry Road. Good news that the mechanic is working on it and traffic is actually under control around that end. Looking at our live camera feeds, well, I can tell you for those coming in from the 7-Up end, trying to connect Billings Way, trying to connect Zyatech Road, you have nothing to worry about. And this is the Alakbere end. Things are looking spick and span. Very, very good. Nothing to worry about, nothing to see there. I can also see the Ogudu stretch. So for those coming in from the Ifako end, trying to connect our Lakbare all the way down to maybe Tollgate Berger, you have nothing to worry about. We'll pan our cameras to see other parts of the metropolis, and yes, we'll definitely bring you more feeds. Meanwhile, we still expect your questions. We still expect your inquiries. We still expect, even if you have commendation, if you're already on the scheme, feel free to connect with us. We'd love to hear from you. Of course, Mr. Kehinde Bankole will do justice to your questions. Yes, indeed. 091-538-77127. That is 091-538-77127. You can also send your WhatsApp message 080-991. Okay, 080-991-20777. All right, Mr. Bankole, all we've been talking about has to do with people who want to personally, come on board, register for themselves, for their families. How about corporate institutions, say a corporate body, wants to do like maybe for their staff? How does that work? Is it the same process, or is there a different process to go through? How will they go about it? So maybe a small outfit, just wants to do for their people.
Yes, thank you very much. Registration for an individual and corporate organization more or less like the same thing,
more or less,
but
okay.
like slight difference. In the case of an individual, whenever they want to register, all what you need to do is just provide me your details, and I will get you registered. But in case of a corporate organization, the very first thing is to send us a letter and fill a form.
Letter, okay.
And whereby the details of the organization will be have to be put on our prognosis.
Okay.
Whereby then after that we create the organization on our prognosis. Then the next thing is to now fill the form for all the staff. So then through that we can now register all the staff under the name of the organization.
Okay.
So at a go, you can pull out, once you insert the name of the organization, you can pull out the name of the staff from our portal. So that is through our organization. And for their payment too, is initially before the corporate organization were paying to what we call La Chèvre account.
Yes.
But now it's no longer into La Chèvre account now.
Okay.
So what we need to do is to generate an invoice.
Okay.
Once the invoice is generated, there will be an invoice number.
Right.
And there is a link on that invoice whereby once you put the invoice number and you click search invoice, then it will bring out the name of the organization and the
that's
amount
online.
That's
Okay.
Online.
Okay.
Unlike for an individual, once you have to put inside their policy number. Whereby it will not bring out the name and the amount to be paid.
Okay.
But in the case of corporate organization, it is the invoice number that will be inputted and click on search invoice, and it will now bring out the name of the organization and the amount to pay.
Right. And what's the next step after that?
Yes, the next thing is to follow the step. Even on the invoice generated, the step to follow must have been aligned on our client on the invoice. You just need to follow the steps, and once the payment is done, they just send us the evidence that this payment has been done. Then our accounts will take it over from there.
Okay. So now this is the procedure for the corporate bodies. How about maybe social clubs, social organizations, say a group of social clubs, so to say? What if they want to come on board, just get this for their members? What's the process the same?
The process is the same.
Okay.
It's process either formal sector, informal sector. The process is the same, and maybe they want to do it for their members. Or what they need to do is just send us the letter, and they fill the form as in for the corporate organization.
Okay.
Right, and just enter the name of the organization on our portal, and then be able to register every of their members, either staff members or members of the social club, on our portal under the name of the organization. Then we can now make payments on it. Then the following month they start enjoying the scheme.
Okay. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we actually had a guest on the show who talked about corporate identity number. Does this apply? Because now you give us a procedure, and I see that you didn't mention the CIN. So where does the CIN come in this whole process?
Yes, for the corporate organization.
Yes.
And it has tables whereby maybe from staff, 5 staff. Staff member maybe from 5 to 10 to 15.
Yeah.
So part of the process.
Yes.
For registration under the corporate organization is to register for CIN.
Okay.
This corporate identification number. Before we proceed with registration.
Okay.
So that should be the very first step.
Okay.
Right. So it is after that one must have been completed.
Yes.
Then we now move on to creating the organization on our portal.
Okay. Now that's quite clear. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, and yes, it's ILERA EKO Extra. Mr. Kehinde Bankole has been taking us to the classroom, telling us all about the ILERA EKO payment process, which is quite easy, quite straightforward for those who want to come on board. Of course, he talked a bit about what you get to benefit when you come on board the standard JARA plan. And yes, he gave us a few numbers we can reach out to. But I see that you mentioned that they can also reach out to you, but I see you haven't given us your number. So can we just have your number real quick?
Okay, my number is 080
080
32
32
42
42
65
65
98.
98. So anybody who needs a clarification as regards any angle or any aspect of this can always reach out to you to
Definitely.
Clarification. Okay. So how about in the case of maybe a wrong payment to or via maybe unverified channel, or maybe an enrollee encounters an issue during registration or enrollment, or perhaps maybe you've even gotten to the hospital and encounter one challenge or the other. What's the process to sort things out, so to say?
Thank you very much. Issues arise,
yes,
and maybe, as we have mentioned, maybe wrong payment channel, or maybe at the hospital they encounter some challenges whereby they're not being attended to as ought to be. What they need to do is put a call to our customer care line.
Okay.
And they have the numbers with me here.
Okay, let's have them. Okay.
Okay, 091 691
691
85
85
920.
920. Okay.
Another one, 070
070
40
40
277
277
029.
Okay.
So once they call any either of this number, our customer care number members are there to pick and to attend to them. And again, they can also send email.
Okay. Let's
to us via ileraeko@lashma.com. ileraeko@lashma.com.
Okay. Okay. So that's those are all the channels we can go through. Yes. Okay. So if perhaps I'm not satisfied with the hospital I chose, is there a process to maybe change hospitals, or how does that work?
Okay, changing of hospital, we change of hospital, either maybe relocation, maybe move from one part of the state to the other, or maybe you just want to change the hospital for better services. Yes, for you to change the hospital, what you need to do is, put a call to us,
yes,
either with the enrollment officers or to the customer care line.
Okay.
So once you indicate that you want to change the hospital, there are two ways. The very first one is there is a link that it will be sent to you for you to fill for change of hospital.
Okay, who will send that link though?
If you put a call to customer care center, they will send you the link.
Okay.
If you put a call to any of the enrollment officer or sales officer, we will all have the link so we can make it available for you. So once you click on the link, then it will bring out like a form for you to fill. And once you put then the current hospital, the new hospital you want to change it to, the policy number, every details that is requested from you. Once you insert all the details, then submit online too. But that one must be done latest before 25th of the month.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Because if you do it maybe on the 25th, on the 26th, 27th, you will have to wait till the upper months before your change of hospital could be activated. But once you can do it before the 24th, 25th, I'm assuring you, the change of hospital will be done the following month. Again, changing of hospital is allowed just twice in a year.
Oh, so anything...
Not that you change hospital today...
You now want to change tomorrow.
Again, tomorrow, you just want to be changing. It's maximum...
So you have to be sure.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's 2 times in a year.
Okay. And... okay, I'm just trying to... this person wants to know... I'm just trying to pull up... Okay. Okay, your name is Justice, although you didn't write your name on the question. Does this also apply to ILERA Tiwa? So I think he means if this entire payment process, payment channel, the whole process, if it also applies to the cooperative, he's asking if this also applies to ILERA Tiwa.
No, okay, thank you. All what I'll be saying since does not apply to ILERA Tiwa.
Okay.
For under the ILERA Tiwa cooperative, that means that one is...
Their own payment channel is different, or
it's different.
Okay.
It's different.
Okay.
Yes. And that one is for those who want to maybe do this instrumental payment, maybe 3 months, 6 months.
Okay.
But for all what we have been saying is for those who want to do it full year,
for entire
year. Payment.
But of course, even those on the ILERA Tiwa, they also get to enjoy the service for or the healthcare for the full year,
Yes,
even though they're
fully
paying
covered. Yes.
monthly. Okay.
Yes. And for more information concerning ILERA Tiwa,
Yes.
they can put a call to our officer in charge.
Okay.
His name is Mr. Yinka,
Okay.
and then his phone number is 070
Okay. 070
34
34
95
95
86
86
28.
28
Is a competent staff to attend
to handle all
to handle
issues
it, yes.
pertaining to the
ILERA,
cooperative.
Exactly.
All right. Finally, what is your advice to Lagos residents who perhaps are still doubting ILERA EKO health insurance plan, especially now that you mentioned it's mandatory,
Yes.
especially now that it's mandatory for all residents in the state.
Okay. Few years ago, when this scheme was newly introduced by Lagos State government, some people were taking it as if maybe can anything good come from Nazareth? Because I remember we were going from door to house to house, letting them know that about this scheme, but they didn't believe. But here we are today, getting stronger, getting better. A lot of people are coming on board. Even as at now, many of people that we have introduced this thing to, this scheme to, they're now calling us that, Mr. Bankole, that's what you discussed with me the other time. I want to come on board. So my advice to them is, please don't stay back. Come on board, avail yourself, get registered, and start enjoying the scheme, the benefits, and also dividend of democracy in Lagos State.
Great one. Thank you very much, Mr. Bankole, for sharing your expertise and shedding light on this particular very, very interesting topic, the payment channels, how we can access it, how we can do things, get everything done, getting on board the scheme. Your insights have been truly enlightening, and we appreciate you, for taking time out of your busy schedule. We're grateful for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
And one more time, just before I let you go, can we have your number for those who want to reach out to you, to get more clarification?
Yes, thank you. Once again, my number is 080
080
32
32
42
42
65
65
98.
98.
That's also my WhatsApp number.
That's also your WhatsApp number.
Yes,
Okay,
you can.
080 32 42 6598. That's Mr. Bankole's number. And of course, Mr. Bankole is an enrollment officer with the Ikeja division of Lashma, and he will be able to assist you in any way possible as regards getting on board the scheme, or perhaps any kinks in the enrollment process. He definitely, will help you, just ease things and get you onboarded with ease. To our dear listeners, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of ILERA EKO Extra. Remember, health insurance, like what I would always say, is not just a necessity, it's a right. Don't wait until it gets too late. Get covered, and also ensure your loved ones are too. And yes, a big thank you to Deinka Gbemigbade, and Assistant Director, Public Affairs, and Lashma, Lagos State Health Management Agency. Also big ups to Victor Oteri. Also not forgetting Timininu right here in the studio with us. Yes, shout out to you. As we conclude, we'll leave you with this quote. Investing in health insurance is investing in peace of mind. Take control of your health and take advantage of the ILERA EKO plan. Join us next time for more informative discussions on ILERA EKO Extra. Until then, stay healthy, stay informed, and stay tuned. Akan, Usen signing out. Bye.